Hey, YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
Tonight we'll be talking about The Flash.
Season 4, episode 16, Run, Iris, Run.
Sure. So, what did you think of the episode?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Pull the light up a little brighter. There.
You liked it?
Yeah, I did. I liked that she got to see what it was like, what Barry deals with. And I like that he got to see what she deals with, so that it like switched roles and they got to know, you know, how each person feels.
Right.
Doing the particular job that they have. So, yeah. And just that, you know, that she wanted to prove to herself, like, that she wanted to find out what she was good at, like, what her destiny was, and prove to herself that she could do it and everything. Like, it was nice seeing, you know, the woman aspect. Like, having her be the center of the story in the episode for once. So,
yeah. I liked it too. I was freaking out every time I saw her run because I love purple. It's just
it was
purple.
Cool. And it was like a purple streak. I liked that too.
Yeah.
But her suit wasn't actually purple, right?
No, it was black and white. And I'm just imagining a day where we have all the Flashes gathered in one place, and they run, and we just see a rainbow. Like, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We're just gonna see a rainbow.
A rainbow of colors.
Yeah. I mean, some of the Flashes have been villains, but like the one when Jessie was just getting her powers before Wally got his, the villain one, the girl that shot herself up with the serum. Well, I mean, the way the showrunners are doing it, every specific speedster has their own color.
Right.
And, I mean, Barry's color has been getting a little different as he's been getting faster, but he was never purple, and Iris ran slower than he does.
Yeah.
So...
But she created a tidal wave, and he'd never done that.
Yeah, but he's created a water vortex.
I know.
So, I mean, really, technically speaking, it's kind of the same thing. It's just, I mean, it takes the same amount of force, if not more. It's just that she had to maintain it differently than he did, so it was something new.
Yeah.
It was just something new visually.
I like that Cisco said the thing about Locutus of Borg from Next Generation. That made me laugh. When he was
Star Trek, right?
Yeah, from Next Generation. When he was talking to Wells. And he was all saying, you know, don't be all Locutus and you like assimilating people with your Locutus thing.
Yeah, like I knew he made a reference, but I was like, that just
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I just went.
Because I love Cisco's pop culture references to everything. And like earlier in the episode, he said something about like, what was it, a movie or whatever, and the person was like didn't even like see it or was like not even into it, and he's just like, you know.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I can't believe Cecile's in her 3rd trimester. I feel like it's gone by so fast.
Well, I mean, at the same time, it's not like they show us every step of the way. Like, we're not seeing their day-to-day lives. We're seeing...
Yeah, but I mean, it takes place present, so it's still, like, you know, going weekly, isn't it?
No, not for them.
Okay.
For them, 2 weeks could have passed. 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like...
I just feel like they always speed up things like that in TV shows, but...
Well, I mean, in reality, we have no idea what okay. We haven't seen a newspaper in a long time.
Yeah, but we know that it's 2018.
Yeah. But do we know the month? Do we know the date?
No.
Like
we just know that it's the present year.
Yeah, like that's my point.
Yeah.
Is that we don't exactly know, like, because last week's episode could have been yesterday for them, or it could have been 3 days ago, or true. 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. We don't know.
Right.
So we can't gauge how long it's actually been since she's gotten pregnant.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like a short time, but...
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I like that Iris is starting to blog again. Mm-hmm. Like, that makes me happy.
Yeah.
That she's fine with everything. It's my computer, it's not my tabs. So yeah, I like that she figured out that that's her calling. Mm-hmm. And, and the fact that Barry was like, yeah, it bothered him a little bit, but he was okay with letting her still have the powers. Yeah. Like, he wasn't gonna stop her from doing that. Mm-hmm. He was gonna help her.
Yeah.
And I thought that was nice of him. Just because, like, he likes being the Flash so much. And so, not being able to have that power anymore, I'm sure would, like, really bother him. Mm-hmm. So the fact that he let that he was saying, you didn't have to quit, like, I wasn't going to stop you.
Yeah.
Was just nice because, he could have totally been like, I don't want you to do this. Mm-hmm. So. And I like that they brought the Asian guy on, too. That, like, he can make a difference and help them because he's meta.
Yeah. So. Like, I mean, I get... Like, what Ralph said is definitely a possibility that once he finds out that they've never won against him.
And that against DeVoe?
Yeah, and that he always gets what he wants. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is, they always end up beating the villain at the end of the season.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is that it could theoretically change this guy's mind.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, he's a medic for a reason.
I think he just wants to make a difference, and I don't think to him it matters. I think he just wants to make a difference.
Because since he's a medic, like, he rides around in an ambulance all the time. Like, he sees death a lot. He sees pain. He sees everything. And I would highly doubt that he hasn't been shot at himself already. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not like every time an ambulance person arrives on the scene, the cops already have it handled. Mm-hmm. I mean, we'd like to believe
Usually
so.
They don't.
Like, we'd like to think so. We'd like to believe that the cops get it handled.
Yeah, but most of
pretty
the time
quickly. But exactly. So. It's just, he's probably faced death before. He's like, it's nothing new to him. Mm-hmm. So I don't really think that that's gonna put a damper on things for him. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, for him, it's like, I either die on the streets helping people, or I die as a hero helping people.
Right.
And both ways he's a hero, because,
because he's a first responder.
Yeah. Any first responder or military is a hero in my book.
Yeah.
So it's just like, he can die saving, like, one person or, like, a handful of people, or he can die saving the entire city.
Right.
The world, even.
Yeah.
And I think he would recognize that and weigh the options and be like, well, I help more people doing this. And yes, there's a possibility of dying, but there's also a possibility in dying in my work.
Yeah.
So, I think he's going to weigh the options and decide that working with Team Flash is better than not.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think so too.
And when he hears what he'd be able to... That he's probably, like, their only option. Mm-hmm. Like, he's gonna be able to... But the one question being, where would he transfer the power?
Yeah.
I don't into whose body would he transfer that, like, the ability of that mind?
Maybe Wells?
I mean,
Or Cisco or Caitlin?
um,
Ralph? I don't know. Why is that funny?
I mean, no offense to Ralph, but he is the stupidest person on the team.
He wasn't tonight.
Ralph?
Yeah. What he was saying to Iris and all that?
Well,
that wasn't
no.
Stupid.
No, but, like, I mean, like, most of the time, he's just not smart. Like, he tries.
Yeah, well, he's getting better.
Yeah, kind of.
Well,
But-
we kind of need somebody who's, like, the comic relief a little bit.
Yeah, I know. But, like, that's why I'm laughing, because you put a smart guy's brain in that.
Well, I mean, that it could happen.
If he touches Ralph, giving him his powers, then he would take out Ralph's powers.
Yeah.
Ralph would no longer be Stretchy Man.
Elongated.
I know.
I mean, Wells already is using that machine to, like, gain his stuff, so he doesn't really need it.
Mm-hmm.
But, and what'd you think of that? Like, he's like, I don't need it anymore because he knows the names. Like,
Mm-hmm. That kind of scares me.
yeah.
Like the way he said it.
Like it's taking over.
Mm-hmm. Like he doesn't need the helmet anymore. Type thing.
Yeah, because it's taking over.
I don't really think it's taking over. I think that maybe because, you know, Cisco was worried that it was doing more to his brain than, you know, what they calculated was safe.
Mm-hmm.
And so Cisco turned it off. But I think that he left it on a little too long in that state, and that it has permanently kicked Wells's brain into overdrive.
Yeah. Well, Wells wanted that.
Yeah. I can see, like, foreseeable side effects, because not being a meta, that could endanger his life.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's messing with the brain. Yes, he's smart. He's a very smart guy, and so is Cisco. And Caitlin's a very smart woman. But, like, just because you know things and how they're supposed to work doesn't mean they work the way you want them to.
Oh, yeah.
And
a lot of times, like, it ends up backfiring.
I can picture something because of this going wrong, like Wells gains a tumor in his brain.
Yeah.
Or, you know, something like that.
But we can't lose Wells again.
Why not?
Because they need Wells.
There's how many more other Wells out there?
I know, but I like this Wells.
Yeah, so do I. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, the point being,
I know what you mean.
we could theoretically lose this Wells and be fine.
Yeah.
So.
What else? I don't know.
It's just very...
I mean, aside from Iris's stuff and everything, like, you know, the episode was good
kind
still.
of, yeah, it was good, but kind of bland everywhere else.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, I enjoyed it.
There was something that happened that I didn't really feel needed to be addressed again. And that was them restating the fact that Barry can't come back to the office again. Like, Joe's like, I'm sorry, I tried to talk to boss guy, Singh, and, like, it's not working out. It's like, yeah. We knew he was fired 2 weeks ago. Like...
Yeah, but I think they brought it up because, like, Barry was saying to Iris he felt like... He brought it up because he felt like everything was being taken away from him.
Yeah, but that's... Okay, Barry bringing it up that he's lost his job, yes. But they didn't have to put that Joe was like, yeah, I went to the boss man and asked for your job back.
Well, it's probably no. Because Barry's still been trying to get it back, even though he lost it 2 weeks ago.
The only way he can get it back is if they prove that Ralph is actually DeVoe.
Yeah.
Like, it's been stated as fact. That's the only way he can get his job back, is if Ralph is proven beyond a shadow of a doubt to be DeVoe.
Yeah. And he hasn't been.
Exactly. So, of course, he's not going to get his job back. We are not stupid viewers. We understand this.
Well, there might be some people who don't.
It's been stated over and over.
Yeah, I know.
And so, I don't know, but that part just pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, yes, you take up this many seconds, this many minutes on this stupid comment that we already know.
Yeah. You
could have been doing something else.
I think Barry just feels like he just wants to have something else that he's able to do.
Yeah.
And it's bothering him that he can't work there.
I'm not talking anything about Barry. I understand him complaining.
Okay.
I'm only talking about Joe's conversation.
Yeah.
I assumed
it was not necessary.
that Joe would have went to sing.
Yeah. Off screen.
Exactly.
It's not necessary.
Like, why waste those moments of screen time on something that is obviously assumed because he still sees himself as Barry's overseer? Because Barry's not just his adopted son, but he has Cecile to look after and Meta to capture.
Who we didn't even see in the freaking episode, who was just talked about.
But, like, I get that Joe wants to help him get his job back and that he's looking into it.
Because he that's what he feels he has to do.
But, like, it's something that is obviously assumed by everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have to be stated.
Right.
That's one of those things when you do storytelling that is not needed to be said. And, like, I don't know, like, I know I'm not, like, this amazing author or anything, but I've taken classes on storytelling. Because, yes, I do write, okay, people? I write stories. Like, not near as good as anything we see on TV, obviously. But there's things that you talk about, there's things you explain, there's things you show, and there's things that are obvious that you don't talk about because doing that would just ruin something. And I don't know, I feel like, I mean, it didn't ruin anything.
Yeah.
But it didn't add to the story, which is what every moment of something is supposed to do.
Right.
You're supposed to be adding to something.
I mean, unless it's like a new story and people don't know the characters and don't know about it, then like you kind of have to state the obvious. But if it's something that they've been seeing for a long time, then no, you don't need to.
Like, this was so obvious that putting it in there did nothing at all. It did zero. For any plot, any storyline, any family building, there was nothing there because it was already all there before.
Right.
So that moment that you wasted filming did nothing to build anything for any of the viewers. And that's what bothers me.
Well, the writers, like, there's always continuity issues with things, so they probably just forgot. I mean, they write a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but you don't really forget a basic fundamental.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of stupid things that are continuity issues and a lot of things that you would think that the writers wouldn't forget, but they do.
Yeah, it's just, you know, like, as someone who writes nowhere near as well, it pisses me off.
I know.
You know, like,
But I
it's
mean,
just,
it happens all the time. So.
I know. I just had to air that out. That was a huge, in my opinion, a huge messed up in what they were doing tonight.
Yeah. I didn't even, like, I didn't even hear that part. Like, I was like, that's why when you were talking about it, I'm like, well, I thought that, like, his job was already established that he wasn't working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
And then when he brought it up to Iris, I was like, well, like, why is he trying, like, I was confused about why he mentioned his job. I was like, well,
because he was mentioning everything was being taken away from him.
Yeah.
And so it was just a point where he's like, I don't know what to do with my life anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a job. I don't have this. I don't have that.
Right.
And I don't even know.
I got that
anymore.
part, but I just was like, kind of like, okay, well, I don't know.
It was, I think it was more of a point where Barry had just reached this tipping point.
Yeah.
And he needed to just air his feelings for a moment.
Yeah, and that's good because, like,
Mm-hmm.
Iris wouldn't have let him not get away with doing that.
Exactly.
So.
But yeah.
I mean, that took, like, what, 5 minutes? Anyway, yeah, it was not necessary.
Mm-hmm. I mean, other than that, I didn't really have any issues with the show.
Yeah.
I thought it was a decent show.
I mean, Joe's like, he feels like he has to do what he has to do, and he's a fatherly person and everything, but, like, we didn't even see Cecile in this episode.
No.
And, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you take it into account, though, that we don't know how many days have passed since the last episode, how many times do you think Joe would have went to Detective Scene and came back and told Barry that he doesn't have his job back yet?
I don't know.
Like, I mean,
is Barry asking him, oh, would you please continue to talk to Captain Singh to see if he'll give me my job back?
No.
Like, I don't know if he's continuing to talk to him or not.
But, like, you see what I'm saying with that? Like, you would assume that not only would they just do it off air,
Yeah.
but that there's so many days or weeks between what happens that, gee, it took him this long to do that?
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't have taken him this long to do that.
Well, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, Barry's probably already, like, okay with the fact that he doesn't have it. Like, not okay with it, but I mean,
came to terms.
He's come to terms and accepted that he doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. And so he probably, you know, doesn't care if Joe does that or not.
There was this funny bit when, towards the end, when Cisco ran after Wells, and Wells was like, I'm this close to finishing.
Yeah, they were mocking each other.
Oh, no, like, and Wells was just like, I'm this close to having it finished, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And Cisco was like, I'll help you finish. And then Wells looks at him and goes,
oh yeah, I remember that.
Finish. Then he's like, finish the headgear thing.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
Like, the look on Wells' face almost looked like he was trying to make a dirty joke. I mean, the way they played that, they played it off as a dirty joke.
Oh, I'll help you finish.
Exactly.
Finish.
Yes.
I mean,
when Cisco said, I'll help you finish, and that was the end of the statement, the way Wells looked at him, Cisco felt the need to clarify.
Well, it's probably good that he did, because
I mean, my mind had not gone there.
Mine neither.
But then Cisco felt the need to clarify that it was going to help him with
Because he probably
the
thought
thinking
that it
hat.
would be taken like because he probably saw Wells's expression and he was like, wait, let me rephrase that.
Yes! And that's what made it good! I loved it! Like, I was like it took me a minute, I was like, wait, did they did that! Like, they did that!
They did.
They went there!
They did.
On a Flash show where,
Yep.
like, why haven't they done that with Barry yet?
Oh yeah, I'll vibrate all over you, baby.
Like, I mean, there's a never, and, I mean, all the jokes you can fit on, you can make with that, wouldn't even, it would overflow Mary Poppins' endless bag of nothingness. There's so much to do, that you can fill that up and have it overflowing. And I only mention that because I've recently seen the preview for the new movie.
Oh god.
It was playing in front of A Wrinkle in Time.
I saw it on the freaking night of the Oscars.
I saw it Sunday night. So.
Yeah, they had the trailer for it. Oh.
The kite that looked almost exactly like
what?
like the kite at the ending of the movie. Let's go fly kite. That's what I thought of as soon as I saw that kite. I was like, yes. But
yeah, I like Mary Poppins, but I like songs.
When I saw the face of Mary Poppins in the mirror, and it did the whole mirror thing, I was like, I wonder how she feels about being replaced. I mean, like, I know she's
Julie
okay
Andrews?
with. Yeah, I know she's okay with it.
She said Emily Blunt is gonna be fantastic. That's what she said.
But I mean, like, that's what she said publicly. But how does she feel about it?
She's probably fine with it.
Well, I mean, yeah, she can't
she's too old to play her, for one thing.
No,
and
not.
she can't hit the notes
Yeah,
anymore.
she can't hit the notes. That was the one thing. But I think she could have came back to play, because there's no rule that says Mary Poppins doesn't age.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, she is young in the original, so they probably want somebody who's younger for this one too.
Oh yeah, because it's the kids growing up, right?
Yeah.
So not that many years have passed. I mean, there's been enough, but not for someone that young to look like her.
Yeah. Because I mean, she did Mary Poppins in 1964. And she's in her 80s now.
Yeah.
So.
But in movie times, only like 15 years, 20 years have passed.
I know.
She wouldn't look that old.
I guess it just depends on what they want.
Yeah. But, whatever.
I mean, Dick Van Dyke's gonna be in it.
Yeah, but is he gonna be playing the same character?
I don't know.
I don't think so, because if they
No,
did that...
but he is gonna be in it.
Anyways, we always end up talking about some sort of movie.
We do.
But, yeah, overall...
It was a decent episode.
It was decent, yeah. I expected more.
Yeah, I honestly did too. It's not coming back till April 10th. So we're going to be not doing this for a few weeks.
Tears.
So it comes back the week before Supergirl.
Dang.
Because Flash comes back the 10th and Supergirl comes back the 16th. So, yeah.
Okay. Well.
And I'm 3 or 4 episodes behind on Legends now. And like 3 behind on Black Lightning. I know, I've been so busy. I haven't had time to catch up on it.
I caught up last night.
I've caught up on other shows where it's just like 1 episode or something, but that's 4, so.
I just didn't have time to record today, guys. I'm sorry.
I just watched the only one that I've watched is the first one when it came back. So I haven't watched any of it. And Black Lightning I haven't watched since it came back.
Yeah.
Hiatus.
I haven't watched since then either. So, I can't tell you guys what I thought of last week's episode because I haven't watched it yet.
I mean, I'm sure it's good.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's Black Lightning.
Mm-hmm. Black Lightning's awesome.
Black Panther actually just surpassed Dark Knight as the highest grossing superhero movie.
I know. I was getting those notifications all day on my phone. I was like, well.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, if you guys haven't seen Black Panther, you guys really should.
They've seen Black Panther.
Y'all really should.
I think the fact that it's the highest grossing that proves that.
Well, yeah. But a lot of people are saying that it's just pushing agendas for, like, things, you know.
Well, people are gonna say that,
Mm-hmm.
but it's necessary and
Yeah.
it needs to be done.
And it fit with the story, so why not?
And if people have a problem with it, then they can just not go see the movie.
Exactly. I mean, it fit the story. It's not like they did anything that was
I mean,
out of
if it
context.
literally bothers them that much that practically everyone in the movie is black, then just don't go see the damn movie.
Right?
Seriously.
Exactly.
Like, seriously.
How many...
I don't care if that offends anyone. Don't go see the damn movie. If it bothers you that much.
Yeah.
Just saying.
How many full black casts do we have for movies?
Not very many.
Exactly. And there was only... I think there was one... Well, two white dudes, really.
There was like a total of probably like 6 or 7 people that weren't black because when they went to Korea, there were the Asian people.
Right.
And they're not black.
Right.
And then that guy who was the the CIA person.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know.
There was like 2 handfuls
Like
of
a
people.
handful. Yeah.
Because you had
Because you had the people at the
team
casino in Korea, and then you had, the CIA person.
and his team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, of course, Stan Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Cameo at the casino.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And the evil guy.
But, yeah, like, seriously, if you have that much of a problem with it, then just don't see it.
Yep.
And the majority of the people that probably went to see it were people that are like us.
Mm-hmm. I'm taking my mom next week.
Just deal with it.
Yep. I'm taking my mom to see it next week.
Because there's so much whitewashing in Hollywood and not enough representation, and then when there is representation, people still are pissed off about it.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? You can just go suck it.
Yeah. That's why my dad's not seeing it.
Well, then he can suck it.
Yep.
And you can tell him that I said that. I don't care. All right. Well, until next time, keep believing in the impossible.